Just sit like here. Is it going to be too echoey? Can you see this wee brush? Are you going to laugh at me? Is my ear sticking out? Does my hair look a mess? You can help me though, like you can talk, chat and be a part of it. I'm dead nervous. I don't want to do it anymore. Is the AC on because it's really hot? My hands are sweating like crazy.
It's okay, go.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching my video. I have decided to make a video about being cabin crew or flight attendant and the pros and the cons of doing that. The first con of being a flight attendant, the first con is basically you miss a lot of important events. You miss birthdays, christenings, what else? Weddings. Mattia has a nephew who he's missed 3 years of his life growing up because we can only go back to Sardinia once, maximum twice a year. So you miss out on a lot, Mattia.
I do. You're not even there. You're not even at home. Something happens, something bad as well,
yeah.
And you want to help your loved one.
You want to be there for friends that have went through something difficult.
You just miss it.
You're like everyone say you can Skype, but Skype's great, but it's not the same because you're not physically there to be there to cuddle your family member that's going through crap or your friend or anything. Most people will organise things for the weekends, and 9 times out of 10 we are not here at the weekend.
Oh yeah, we do not have weekend. That's another con.
So that's the sad thing basically, you miss a lot of events. Okay, con number 2, tiredness. You will never ever feel tiredness like a cabin crew. I do not care what anyone says because it is the most tiring job in the world. People's argument with that normally is, okay, you do have a lot of days off, and yeah, that's true to a certain extent. You have, we'll fly, for example, yesterday I was in New York. I landed from that flight, which is 12-13 hour flight. I have a few days off, but you don't go to sleep until, you're nocturnal basically. If you're landing at 5 in the morning, you're going to sleep that whole day. You're going to be up the whole night, and the result of that is you're not going to be very well rested for your next flight. It's just exhausting. I have actually fainted on a flight before because I have been so tired, and there's nothing you can do. You can try and sleep before a flight, but like the other day my neighbours decided to have a party. I never slept before the flight. I had to go to New York and do a 13.5-hour flight, already been awake for 14 hours, and then do a 13-hour flight and then stay awake so that I could actually see New York in winter. So it's really hard.
Sure.
You're just starting to struggle with the tiredness though.
Yes.
You were not that bad at the start.
I'm good on planning my rest, but I build up.
Planning your rest means like planning to the amount you're going to sleep before you go for a flight.
Yeah.
Mattia is a lot better, I think, at handling this job in general than me. Like the tiredness, the rest, everything else, being more active.
Yeah, now I'm starting to feel the tiredness. Lately I can't sleep.
Yeah. I mean, everyone complains about it. Is the #1 thing all cabin crew complain about is being tired. Next one, your body clock. Yeah, you could have slept 12 hours, but you know what? It's you're arriving in a place where it's night time where we live. So I can't do anything because my body tells me that it wants to sleep, so then I end up sleeping when I could be seeing something amazing, and you really miss out on that. You always only enjoy a portion of it because you're so tired that you don't get to enjoy it fully.
Like you guys need to understand, it's not you're not in vacation.
You also, basically we check in 2 hours before, so you're always waking up 4 hours basically, an hour to get ready, an hour to allow yourself to get there. You're already awake 4 hours before your flights even went anywhere as well. So that's quite tough. Okay, the third con is you live in a bubble. When you're cabin crew, you become so unaware of what's happening in the outside world. We really crave to have a normal life. We really want to have that 9-to-5 job and just come home at the end of every night, have a normal sleep, wake up in the morning and do it again.
What's a 9-to-5 job?
A 9-to-5.
A 9-to-5?
9-to-5 job. Like in the UK it's like a normal job. Even in America a normal job, like from 9 in the morning till 5 at night.
Ah.
I think. And this is probably like just a false sense of reality, because I still know people that from home that haven't bought their own house and they don't have kids and stuff, but we feel like everyone else in the outside world, their life is progressing, they're going somewhere, they've studied, they've got their dream job, they have their house, their kids, their pets, their dogs, their cats, and we don't. We feel like we haven't even started our life yet because we're still on this adventure. It's a weird feeling actually. Okay, number 4. It's a very unhealthy job to do. You're flying in a compressed, basically tin can of air for hours and hours at a time. You have a lack of oxygen and it's so unhealthy. The hours that you work also leads to you not having any really structured eating routine or health routine. You're eating dinner at 1 o'clock in the morning and then you won't eat for maybe 8 hours. You'll arrive and you'll stuff your face with everything in sight because you're absolutely starving. Also, like, we really like to do CrossFit, and it's really hard to do it because we don't have a routine. Sometimes we can go for 3, 4, 5 days at a time, and then you can't go for a week because you're gone for a week. Or eating, like, I go through phases where I really try to prepare my meals for flight and take it with me, but especially since we're like working in a premium cabin now, you don't think that we just eat everything that's on the plane, including the dessert.
Yeah.
So that's something you need to consider if you ever want to become cabin crew and you're really keen on your health and your fitness, that it might suffer a little bit. It just depends how committed you are.
Yeah.
You could be a lot more committed than me and you could force yourself to go when you've not slept, but I really struggle to do that.
You need to be active, otherwise you just your body will feel the pain of working so many hours inside an aircraft. Like it will.
Everything you're doing to your body is so unhealthy. You need to be doing something to promote health in your body and to keep yourself. I think if you constantly just don't do anything for health and fitness, I think you're going to feel the effects of this job a lot more.
Yeah. You
really need to look after yourself. Okay, the last con, the worst thing about being a cabin crew is it can be so demoralising. You can be trying your best and it just takes out of 500 passengers. If you have one that really doesn't like you, they will really make your life hell for the duration of that flight. The same for crew. If you're working for a colleague that you do not see eye to eye, or they have an attitude with you, or they're not in the mood that day, then that's going to make, you're going to want to resign after that flight. It happens where you will do a really bad flight, and for that whole 2 or 3 days after you'll want to leave and you can't because you need to work. It's awful sometimes. Like, I have been called stupid for clearing someone's stuff away and trying to be nice. I've been called a for not giving someone a 7-up straight away. If you have 500 people, the odds are you're not going to please everyone anyway, and this is what's going to happen. You just need to hope that that's not one of your colleagues, because you really need each other to support each other on a flight. The problem is that, again, you're in this space, and this space is not going to get any bigger. You need to deal with situations head on. You can't run away from confrontation. You need to step up and you need to resolve. You can't leave if you're on a plane. You're stuck there and that's it. Chances are you're going to have to keep serving that person. People come on board an aircraft and they really forget that there is rules. People don't understand my accent at all. I had someone say to me once, "Okay, I don't understand anything you're saying, so don't talk to me for the rest of the flight." And that's my colleague who I actually need to work with for the rest of the flight. And then you'll have a good flight again and everything will be okay. I'm sure everyone's completely depressed and no one wants to be cabin crew by now. Okay, so moving on to the pros. The first pro is, you know what, there's actually some really nice people too. I had a man tell me he was a terrorist, he had a bomb, and that I was not Scottish, I wasn't English. A lot of the passengers around about had children, so I took the children to a different part of the plane where I chilled out with them and just got them away from the drama, because everyone was really scared. And when I returned, the mothers and the fathers had they gave me a Victoria's Secret perfume and just said, "Thank you, you handled the situation really well." And that's such a nice thing to do, because that completely destroyed me, to be trying to help a situation and to be spoken to in that way and told to F off and everything else. So it's so nice. Honestly, I did not care about anything this man said to me when they gave me this perfume, because it just made me feel so nice. And I thought that was a really nice thing to do. The second pro, new places. Why does anyone want to be cabin crew? Because you get to see the world, you get to go in all different places, and that is amazing. You're not going to get this chance to travel for free again, basically. Okay, number 3, pros. Yes, you're tired, yes, you take a lot, but you know what? You get paid for it, you get money. And the salary that I get, you can go home at the end of working 4 or 5 years and you can buy a house. And you don't have any mortgage, nothing. Or with the salary, you can enjoy yourself. You can go out, you can see your friends. You won't have money troubles, basically, if you're working here. You also don't pay to stay in the hotels. You stay in 4 or 5-star hotels around the world. And when we check in to these hotels, we actually get given an allowance. Can you see my legs?
No.
Because I really need to stretch them out.
Go, I can see it from here. When in the world you will be one day seated in Venice having a coffee, and 2 days after you are in Japan eating sushi, or you know, or
like, it's not a normal job. It's not. A lot of people say it's not a job, it's a lifestyle, and that's completely true. We think this is cabin crew, is this fantastic experience. You travel, work a little bit, but you know what? Is this big fantastic experience of a holiday? And it's not. It's hard work. That's why you get paid, and it's not free, because that's why. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, if you come here thinking I'm going to have fun, I can assure you, you're gonna resign.
Yeah.
Very soon.
You need to know that it's a job. The last, you can come in now. Okay, so the last thing is basically the experience. Like you, because I'm sitting on my feet. Basically, if you decide to join and be cabin crew, it's going to change your life forever. Like when I came here, I had broken up, single, want to have fun and go out and party, and that lasted about 4 weeks, and then I met you. And everything just got messed up. And now I have this guy that I want to spend the rest of my life with, and I had no idea. Italian stallion. And you met this Scottish girl who?
It was very cute. There's another tip that I want to give you.
And you should always accept advice from a really old man.
True. If you love traveling, I'm not sure that this is the job for you, because what happened, you might end up not liking traveling anymore, because you do it every day and you lose the passion. So, for example, I love photography, so I'll try to make the most of it. No?
So cute.
So if you want to see my picture, you can add
Look
me
at me on Instagram. I'm trying to get new followers. I upload a picture every single day. Yeah, if you have any questions,
so if you like this video, and you want to see more, comment down below or click on this little button here that says subscribe.
Yes, leave a question if you have it, and I'm sorry for being so nervous, but it's the first time I've ever done this. I was shaking.
Alright, okay, Merry Christmas everybody.
Merry Christmas, and thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.